We take our test next Friday.
Workout complete.
I spent 1 hour on one singular problem. Alright, let's give it a taste test. Phone cam. We are so cooked. It took me an hour just now. Really 45 minutes, but I'm gonna say an hour to review one problem. Can we guess what it was on? Organic chemistry.
Oh my God!
2. Had to remind myself. At first, the problem seemed so hard, and I was like, you should just, like, move on. Like, it's not that deep. Like, what are the odds that you'll see it on test day? But then I was like, you need to start treating every problem as if you could see it again. You've done so many. At this point, you probably have encountered something very similar. And it's a skill too, because we kind of talked about this in the other day's vlog, where I thought that I was missing a lot of data/research questions. Turns out I'm missing skill 1 and skill 2, not skill 3 and skill 4, which is just unacceptable in my book. Because if I was missing 3 and 4, I'm like, yeah, interpreting those passages is hard. But I'm doing that. I'm doing a smashing job at it. We're missing baby points, so we need to get it together. But anyways, basically had this problem, and my first thought was, how to freak? What? I was like, how is this happening? And then I was like, okay, it's a lactone, saponification. So then I was just sitting there. I was like, okay, Google is telling me that you use OH. I understand that. I guess I forgot it. Whatever. Makes sense. I understand. So we can use OH to break up esters. But then I was like, well, why wouldn't it just attack this one first? And then a thought sparked in my head from OChem too. I was like, oh, it probably has something to do with priority. And I shocked myself. I was like, we remember that? So then I had to Google the priorities and stuff, and I was like, okay, esters are very unstable, and then it's amides, right? So esters are more reactive than amides. And the one that I was looking at, it was an amide with an ester linkage. So that's why the lactone went first. So I was like, okay, got it. Well, then I was like, okay, I have to make actual flashcards on all this because I forgot all of this. But then I was like, well, why did the ring close back up? Like, I just don't understand. Turns out it just did because it had, it sounds crazy. Turns out it literally just did because there was an alcohol and a carboxylic acid on the same molecule. And we know what that means. I'm not sure if it's in the presence of acid or in the presence of base. I think it could be in both, but whatever. If it's on the same molecule, it will close back up. It will become an ester again. So, yeah, I spent so much time on that. Like so much time. And now another question just came to my head. Do esters prefer to be in cyclic form? Oh, that's why they use the HCl, because they wanted it to be in cyclic form. I bet you. While not inherently favored, esters can indeed form cyclic structures called lactones. Oh, that makes so much sense. I should probably add that. It's so much that went into this one question. I was like, girl, are you doing too much? But I was like, no, evidently not. HCl is used to convert the ester chain into a lactone. Lactones don't, or I should say esters, don't prefer to be in ring formation. I hope that's right, because that's what we're going with. Which they don't. It's ring strain. Like, why did that take it took so long. But like, I'm kind of happy because I was like, oh my gosh, I worked my way through this. Just took about an hour, and I agreed to get to the gym at 6:30. I have to get adequate sleep tonight. I have to take melatonin. I did not go to bed last night until like 2, and I had a coughing attack as well. Let me get back to it. I actually might stop and eat dinner. But like, literally, I did one problem since I've been sitting here. Cute. And I missed the most questions in the second half. Cute. Like, cute. I just had to tell you guys that because I was like, wow, reviewing can really go south if you let it. But it's like good that I like did all that because now I'm like reminded of my priorities. And like, at first, this is what sparked the thought. I was like, is it like a protecting group? Like, is that why that one randomly decided to go first? And I don't know how I started like Googling questions, which is why I love Google AI, because your questions don't have to make sense. It makes sense of them for you. And from there, I was typing out like 20 questions about lactonization, saponification, carbamate, all this stuff. I was like, ooh, we're gonna be up. I can't though. I have to go to sleep tonight. Choosing sleep over studying? Who is she? This light looks so scary. Obviously, I'm going to the gym, so I'll see y'all there.
Workout complete.
It was such a good workout.
Oh no, we did some humbling stuff, guys. We did, what is it called?
Pull-ups?
Pull-ups? Your girl's not good at pull-ups. Caitlin said I can't quit though.
Yes, we have to get better.
And now we're gonna go to Wawa. Don't know what we're getting, but Caitlin has never had their coffee, so we're gonna try it and we'll see how it goes. My arms hurt though. You're gonna get a hash brown?
If they look good.
Yeah. My arms hurt because we did arms, so I can't hold up this camera anymore. It's kind of cold out. Wawa. I think I might get a coffee from over there, but you can also order coffee here. Let's see what they have. Breakfast bowls, tempted. Snack, they have wraps. Wawa breakfast, confusing.
Very.
But it was also our first time in there, so we were part of the confusion.
Yeah.
But I got a snack wrap, and then I got a hash brown. You want to show them what you got?
I just wanted to try the French toast on this, so I don't know if I'll finish it, but it's $5. And then I got a hash brown and a coffee. I got the $5 meal deal because it was a good deal, so why not?
All right, let's give it a taste test.
They look. Ooh, it smells good.
I feel like Trader Joe's are better. You like it?
I like it.
It's not bad, but would I go out of my way to get it? No, especially if I had some at home.
It tastes like the Burger King hash browns. I like it. The sandwich I'm kind of scared of. This looks like something my brother would like. I kind of don't want this. It's kind of grossing me out.
Let me see. Why?
I told you I don't like breakfast sandwiches. They gross me out.
Okay.
I didn't want a croissant. I know you were going to ask that.
No, I was like, then why did you get this sandwich?
They didn't have anything else to get. They only had sausage sandwiches.
So you did it strictly for the meal deal?
Because it was cheaper just to get the meal deal rather than just getting a separate coffee and a separate hash brown.
Okay, good morning, guys. The morning has kind of been chaotic, and it's going to continue to be a little bit chaotic. I think I'm going to keep the momentum going and quickly go inside. I think I'm going to try to do my hair because it just looks...
Oh my God!
not that great to me. So I'm gonna go inside, freshen up a bit, do my hair, and then go back out and go to a coffee shop and study. Unfortunately, yesterday I did not finish my chemistry. You guys will see a little clip of me at the beginning basically telling you what I'm about to say right now, which is I spent 1 hour on one singular problem. And this was at the end of the night. Like, normally in an hour, I could get through 15 problems, and I spent 1 hour on one problem. So I have about 10 left of chemistry, and then I have all of psych social to get through. Hopefully, I can finish that while I'm at the coffee shop. That's the goal. And then later, I'm gonna come back home, probably, like, eat a little bit of lunch, take a break, and then me and Caitlin or maybe I'll eat lunch. I have to take a little bit of a break. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I want to do a little bit more studying before I go for a walk. Me and Caitlin are gonna go for another walk today. It's just way too beautiful outside for me to sit inside all day. We went for a walk yesterday. Like, it's just spring. It's beautiful. So we're gonna go for a walk downtown. So I'll take you guys, obviously. And then when we come back, I need to do some practice problems tonight and flashcards and stuff like that. That's my main goal, is to try to get these questions done while I'm at the coffee shop. And whatever I don't get done, I need to get done before our walk for sure. So, but the gym was good today. We didn't really do anything, like, that made us super sweaty. We did a lot of weights and, like, machines. I was supposed to vlog. There was no one in there, but I forgot. So I'm sorry. I feel like it's kind of just boring when I'm like, oh, I went to the gym and I don't show you guys. But sometimes I genuinely think that I would go into... Oh! Oh, my... A little birdie just sat on my mirrors. Gave me a little heart attack. Bulky, you could at least wait till I'm out of the car. Oh! That's what would happen if I pulled out my camera and someone's like, are you vlogging? Which I have done before. Or, like, I don't know. I feel like it's also just a little bit, like, insensitive. Because I feel like there's certain days where I don't want to be on camera at the gym, so I don't take my camera. And so what if somebody's having one of those days where they don't want to be on camera, you know? Or, like, I don't want to get an unflattering angle. You know what? I'm going too into it. But that's why I try not to record at the gym. I have workout equipment here because my dad and my brother will work out here. But I want some, like, smaller weights because... I can't be, 55s. So, yeah. I got a coffee from Wawa. I don't know why. It's kind of grossing me out. Like, It tastes too artificial, so I don't know if I'm gonna drink this. But I did really enjoy my snack wrap. Hash browns are nothing revolutionary, at least for me. I would get them if I was like on a road trip, and I think I would order a latte. But I got like the pre-made coffee at the like machines, and I don't know why I did that. I figured I'd be grossed out by it, but it's just like too... No. So, but I can get a coffee at the coffee shop. I need to get going though, because traffic is probably going to be rough considering that everybody's heading into work at this time. Maybe I'll miss it. Maybe I'll be on like the tail end of it. Welcome to another MCAT study video. I can't believe we're almost at the end of this. Like when you guys are seeing this, I don't really care like if you guys know the test date, but we take our test next Friday. How do I feel about it? I feel like if God don't do it, no one will. You know, I feel like I was working myself literally into the ground. You guys saw. You work as hard as you can and you run and then you let God carry you the rest of the way. And I feel like the faith part, not that I was lacking, but like, I don't know, I kind of lost hope because this journey has been so hard for me. Like so hard, so mentally taxing, so spiritually taxing because like you watch other people basically fly through the thing that you're struggling with. I don't know. It can be a little bit of comparison. You can start to feel behind. You can start to feel like, okay, like I feel like you called me to this, but why is like nothing happening? All of the feelings, we'll get more into it towards the end of reflecting. I don't know, I feel like really just trusting God is what I have to do for this last bit because I feel like it's such a faith-based thing for me because the amount of information that you have to learn and like I could get a really great section, which I am going to get a really great section where I know everything. I know I'm going to get it in all my sections and then do fine. But there's also that possibility that you get asked about something that you're like not that strong at. So I'm just trying to tune up my weaknesses and trust in the Lord. Let's go inside. I had to do my hair. It was just annoying me the way that it looked, but I don't think that I'm gonna take my regular study bag. I think I'm just gonna bring my coach bag because all I'm gonna bring are my headphones, my laptop, and my iPad because that's all that I need to do the questions. My iPad's charging up in the office, so I'm gonna go get that and then we'll be on our way. I'm so tired. I need a coffee immediately and some water. The lighting is bothering me. I'm back home. I reviewed 32 out of 59 questions. So I'm gonna take until about 1 o'clock because I feel like I should text Caitlin and be like, can we meet at 2:30 instead of 2 o'clock? But then I don't want to be out late. Like I feel like it's not gonna be a good time no matter what. But it's 12:37 right now. So in theory, if I eat and then shower, I just want to shower, you know? But like we're going on a walk. So like it's not the smartest thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I am gonna shower though. I just hate you know? Anyways, I just feel like I won't have enough time to review them before our walk, which is like the one thing that I actually want to get done. That way I can have this evening and all day tomorrow to just study before my last practice exam on Friday, which is just so crazy. But I feel like reviewing psych soc has gone good. There's a lot more questions that I feel like are kind of trickier, but I'm still missing a lot of skill 1 and skill 2, which a big part of it too is like those are the majority of the questions that you're asked. In each section you might have like 35, that's a lot, 23 skill 1 and like 14, 15 skill 2. And then you'll have like 3 skill 3 and 4 skill 4. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why the ratios are a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm just trying to be mindful of like when it's something simple, like as simple as like, okay, you need to know this definition, versus if it's something a little bit harder where it's like 2 steps, where it's like, okay, realize that they want you to get to this definition and then do you know the definition, which I feel like is skill 2. I'm gonna go inside and quickly eat, shower, and then try to get back to work because I really feel like I could review the last bit of these questions in like an hour and a half. So I need to be working again by like 1, which means I have 20 minutes to eat and shower. Productive day. I feel like we've done more today than I do on most days. But like when it's nice out, you can go places, you know? And I'm no longer sick, so that's great. There's no way I'll have time for everything. I just heat up some leftovers from last night and it's already 12:50. And it really doesn't make sense for me to shower and then go right back outside and go for a long, probably 2-hour walk. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and see how many questions I can get done before like 1:40 when I need to leave. Okay, focus. I'm so out of breath. I'm gonna eat this and then I'll come back. It's currently 1:02. So I need to get back to work, but I literally feel like my break wasn't long enough. But I'm telling myself, you'll have a long break on your walk, you'll get to chit-chat, yit-yak, all the things that you so much love to do. So you need to work now. You know what I was thinking about while I was working at the coffee shop? I was like, in a few days, this will all be over. And it gives me a little bit of panic. And yes, I've had this thought before because I've taken this exam before. But like, I really feel like this time will be different. It will be. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I'm gonna do so good. I mean it. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm serious. Anyways, it's just going to be so weird to go from waking up early, or even if I wake up late, like, like waking up like there's a weight on my chest and like having to work so harder than I've ever. I mean, I've worked hard in my life, guys. I've had some rough times, okay? But this, oh no, this has been a hard one. I'm not going to say I mean, is it the hardest though? I feel like it is. You know what I like kind of compare this to? It's like Vlogmas on steroids. Vlogmas on crack, if you will. Because during that month of December, right? You, as much as you plan in the beginning, it never goes to plan. You always inevitably end up having some sort of technical difficulties. The first year, it was my hard drive broke and I lost all of my footage of pre-recorded videos. This year, I had a few technical difficulties with like the actual videos themselves, which comes with like upping your editing game, which I feel like I did. I think I got sick during both of them. The first year, I ended up not posting like, I think like 2 days maybe, I don't know. And this year I posted every single day. But rain, sleet, or shine, you have to get up and edit, okay? If you take 1 day break of editing, you're behind. And this is what this kind of reminds me of, in the sense of, instead of it being 1 month, I want you to imagine minimum 3 months. For me, years. But for most people, I'll say they start studying anywhere between 6 months to 8 to 12 months out. So 6 months to a year of straight, like, you could give yourself 1 day off a week, maybe. Sometimes you end up having a mental breakdown and you have to take 3 days off, maybe a week. And I guess I did take the whole month of December off for the most part, but like, you still end up doing something. I was still doing flashcards, like, you know, like, you still end up studying something. Every single day, you're seeing the same stuff. You're testing yourself in some way. When you're uploading for Vlogmas, like, you're editing kind of in the same way. The videos start to get a little repetitive. You start to feel a little bit narcissistic, a little bit insane. You're watching hours and hours of video footage of yourself. You know, you just start to go crazy. And with this process, it's a little bit different, where like, you're seeing scores. The scores vary. Some days you're feeling over the moon. Other days you're like, I would pay to have one brain cell work, you know? And soon I won't have to do this. And like, I'm terrified, but at the same time, I'm so excited to just kind of live life. Even if it's just for the month while I like wait for my scores. Because if you didn't know, yes, you wait about a month to get your scores back. You do not get them automatically. I had to tell Caitlin that the other day and she was like, no way. I was like, yeah. So it ain't for the week. Even if it's just during that month where I could just like breathe and relax, and I'll definitely be posting on YouTube, hopefully multiple times a week, because I basically took a month off to really focus this last month of studying. I don't know. I don't even know what it's going to feel like to not have this looming over my head, to not go to sleep doing flashcards, which is what I did last night. I watched With Love, Meghan Markle, and flashcards. That was me last night. And like, it's just so appealing, yet also like, if I could push it off for another week or two, I probably would, but I can't. So let's get to work. I'm on 32. Hopefully I can get done. I think I have like 5 more wrong problems, which normally take me a little bit longer to get through, obviously. So I'm gonna try to work through this and get it done. And all I want to do right now is sit here and think about how close I am to being done. And it's like 50% scary, 50% bring it. Ooh, even just saying bring it right then made my stomach just like, are you sure about that? Like I keep saying, God's got my back and everything's gonna be fine. So, I'll see you guys when it's time for my walk. It's 2:08. I told Caitlin I would be there by 2:15. So I'm running behind, but I did finish my questions. So that's great. I'm probably gonna leave you guys here because I don't want to take my camera on this walk, but I'll vlog on my phone. I think I'm also gonna take a fanny pack. I love walking with a good fanny pack, okay? Love it. I can put my phone in there, have my keys, some protection, if you get what I'm saying. It's great. I'm gonna go grab that and be on my way. I'm really excited though because finish this, and now all I have to do is practice questions and review the questions that I already have, flashcards, all that stuff. Me and Caitlin we're out for a walk. That does not look like a log. Kind of looks scary. Let me get set up. Is she a professional YouTuber? No. I do this for a hobby. I'm back from my walk. My hair looks crazy because I'm sweating. I need a shower. So excited to shower. It's 4:30. I was gonna say that I'm gonna get back to work at 5, but I just got home. I need some more time. I feel like I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off since I woke up. So I just want a little bit of time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna focus on flashcards tonight. I'm feeling good. I think I'm gonna do old sections tonight because it's easier to do something old than new. And then tomorrow I'll start doing like new sections and then reviewing like what I have. There's something else I was gonna tell you guys, but I can't remember. Our walk was fine. Oh, we saw a snake on our walk. I didn't take a video of it. I should have. But I was like walking and Caitlin was talking and I stopped. She's like, why'd you stop? And I was like, a snake. It was a black one though. So I think it was harmless. But that's the type of stuff you look at from a distance. And my brother said he thought he heard a snake in the garage. So it is snake season. Everybody get your mothballs. Get your mothballs out. Put them out. Let's take some vitamins while I'm here. I know this is a study vlog, so technically I'm supposed to talk about studying. But like, there's so much more to me, you know? I have been keeping up with the book world. Tell me why people are hating Onyx Storm.
What?
And I've seen some theories that someone turns evil. And you know what? I can't even be mad because the way that they said it, it wasn't a spoiler. They were just explaining the titles of the book. And I was like, hold on. Can they bring back... Oh, is that a spoiler? I'm sorry, bleep that out. But yeah, I see people have been hating on that. Let me tell you something. I am so excited to read. I think I need to ease my way into it though. I was gonna jump straight into ACOTAR. But when you're out of reading for a bit, it feels good to have a few accomplishments under your belt. I'm actually in the middle of so many books. Let's talk about this and then we're gonna actually leave you guys alone and shower. Let me tell you all the books that I've started this year and have stopped because my brain doesn't allow anything to compete. But it's so hard to read. Like, I kind of want to read tonight and I might read a little bit because I feel like I have some time. But most of the time I feel like I'm racing the clock to get all my stuff done. And nothing's worse than like feeling like you didn't get everything done on your list and then like trying to wind down for the night with a book. Like, it just doesn't make sense in my brain. Anyways, let's talk about the books that I'm in the middle of. First book that I finished, and the only book that I finished this year, is Beg, Borrow, Steal. That was actually really good. I rated it 4 stars. Actually, I did finish King of Pride, but I was already like halfway through it. So I finished those 2 books. Started King of Greed. That's the whole reason I finished King of Pride. I wasn't gonna finish it, but I'm glad I did. I get to know more about our King of Greed characters. I'm in the middle of King of Greed. Put that down because I was like, I can't focus. And then I picked up, I went on, not vacation, but I went to Cali's college campus and I needed to read that night to help me fall asleep. So I started Mile High because Caitlin really wants me to get into that series. Everybody's read it. The first 2 chapters of our guy main character is kind of wild. I mean, I'm gonna see it through, but like, I'm not a fan right now. So we have King of Greed, Mile High. Then I saw so many TikToks to the Hosier like song where it's like, no grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl home to her. Reminded me of Divine Rivals. So I downloaded, and I saw that Ruthless Vows was on Kindle Unlimited. So I put that on my Kindle and I've been reading through that. Also started reading ACOTAR. Put that down. That's 4 books. Not to mention the ones that I was already previously in the middle of, which is Crooked Kingdom. Have to finish it. Somebody yell at me to finish it. Iron Flame. And then technically I'm in the middle of ACOWAR, but I started the whole series over, but I'm going to include it. And I think that's all. I also started the first few chapters as Spectacular, but I'm not going to count that because literally it's not far enough in. Oh, and I'm in the middle of Naturals. I'm in the very beginning. I'm on chapter 7. That's 8 books. 8 that I'm in the middle of, or it like have invested enough time to where like I know what's going on. 8 that I've tried to get into. It would be a reading slump, but it's not, because I want to read. I just cannot allow myself to read. I don't think that I think I would feel too bad. So I'm so excited to be able to read in a few weeks. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I do have some ideas that I think videos will be like surrounded by books, but I'm kind of scared because I have so many videos to edit. So I'm like, part of me is like, why don't you just chill out and not read anything that involves you making a video? But that's all of my favorite books. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm so excited though. And with that, I'm gonna go. I just want you guys to realize 8 books. I'm in the middle of 8. And I have only read 2 this year and I made my reading goal higher because you always want to strive for greatness. I think last year my book goal was 30 and I read like 38, maybe 40. I don't know. I can't remember. So this year I was like, okay, if I read 40, I could do 50. I'm 2 and we're in March. Do you guys know how I'm about to have to... But I think I can do it. I'm so excited. Actually, you know what's crazy? I remember starting a reading vlog during Vlogmas. And I was like, okay, I'll see you guys after Vlogmas. Because I'm going to be busy. We haven't gone... Oh, I'm also in the middle of Book Lovers. 9 books.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm sure I could keep going. But like, that's insane. I miss being in my little book world though. So I'm excited to go back. Even if it's 7:21. I've been laying in bed. I fell asleep for like 5 minutes. I'm really tired and I don't want to go back and study. Obviously, we're gonna have to change that. I'm gonna do one more push and do like cars and flashcards like in my room. I don't know. I'm like really tired, which makes sense because I woke up at 5:45 a.m. Also, like my mom was like, oh, waking up early is hard. And I was like, that's not it. Like this is like a deep tiredness, like months and months of built up, you know. I just don't really want to study anymore and I feel bad saying that. Like I really feel guilty saying that. So but I did want to just like come on here and show this part because for every day that I'm Miss Uber Duper productive, there is at least 4 hours within that day where I just like kind of crash out silently and I'm like, what am I saying? What am I doing with my life? What's going on? Who am I? Where am I at? 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 Guys, it ain't looking too hot. My parents brought home my favorite din din and I have the downstairs. Hold on. brief intermission as I travel into the light. Okay, they brought me home my favorite dinner, and I'm so tired. I'm still gonna do flashcards, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time for much else. Let me show you guys my favorite dinner. Maybe I'll go to this place for my birthday. But it's vodka pasta with chicken. I made the chicken at home because they're really expensive, and I feel like my chicken tastes better than theirs. So I'm not gonna let you charge me for a little, and it's tiny, $16. So it's really good. I mean, oh my gosh. And then I have 3 of the honey walnut shrimp. Also, so good, I already ate one. I'm about to grab and watch Alexa and Katie, and then probably do flashcards in my bed and call it a night. And the thing is it feels so late to me. Oh, I guess it is. It's 9:32. I'm going to bed. I can't even lie to you guys. I am going to do my flashcards, but I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm so tired. Good night and goodbye. Thanks for watching. Just thought I'd let you know I really am doing my flashcards. I feel bad about not studying today, like after my walk. I just like couldn't go back in there, but I also think I'm just getting tired. I don't know. I feel so bad though. What do they call this feeling? It's like buyer's remorse, but for studying. I just feel so off right now. I think I need a break. Next time you guys will see me, I will have scored at least a 510. I really feel like I can. And then on my real exam, I'm finna turn out. That's my goal. So I need to work hard tomorrow. I feel like I didn't give a proper outro earlier either because I was eating. So good night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.